Hello and welcome to another episode of Viking Conquest Blood Eagle mod campaign on Kogati Gaming. Last episode we left off with a battle ahead. Apparently there's a Northumbrian trader in trouble against some Danish Vikings and we're eager to help them. And we rush in to aid the trader and board the enemy. Now we've replenished our numbers. We're eager to do battle, as we are looking for some Danish Vikings, as we have a task to hunt a group of them who are apparently attacked the convoy or merchantman, which is quite funny as we are pirates ourselves, but you know what it is. Doesn't hurt to take out the competition. Let's see if I can actually hit one. Look at that. Now we're pretty stuck in here. That's not ideal, I dare say, because our allies are doing all their work. And I got another one. Not too shabby. Should have taken a little bit more care. It's a little bit hard to see because the ship is very narrow, very long, and I misjudged the distance because I wanted to go around them for the second ship. And the third ship back there, that is my target. These guys. I don't really care if the merchant caravan loses a couple of men. We are heading for the next target, these guys. Or I guess these are fine as well. Come on, man. Draw us in. We'll be dead before long if we continue like that. Okay. Well, that was a missile barrage if I ever saw one. And we completely missed the battle. Okay, yeah. That happens sometimes. So many small ships. If you do not go for the initial engagement, it's quite hard to actually get in there in time. So we may try to get another throw or two. Have to be careful though to not hit our allies. Although there is one guy left against 3. It's not good. Alright, there we go. I think that was it. Yes. So we have increased our relations with Northumbered by 3. Thank you for the help, sir. It was fortunate to have you nearby. Indeed it was. We captured a couple of men. We can actually take a couple of these guys because of course they are worth more than a couple of slaves. For ransom, if we finally find a guy, or actually a slave trader. I should have, I think in Dublin, I think there was one, but I didn't remember. So let's replenish our numbers. There's a couple of Norsemen, but we, yeah. Let's see, do they upgrade? No, I keep the X-Men. I prefer the X-Men. Let's keep it like that. Take a first claim on all the loot, because we have a chance of getting some decent helmets. I take those. And a slung 6, which is basically a short sword. Oh, look at that. That's a good weapon. Rusty sword. I think I take those two. And do we have some better boots? Well, maybe let's take 2 pair of boots. We'll lose another couple of morale, but we're still above average. That's fine. Because I want to improve the equipment of our companions and actually give her a long sex, because that's a very good weapon. It's very fast, and in close combat situations it is a superior weapon. Superior indeed. Now let's look for Reginald and give him a proper helmet. Well, he has a very bad axe. Let's give him the chipped hand axe for now, because we want to improve the Worcester sword. First, we can improve it, and then we can actually. What I wanted to check is her boots. Yeah, they're a little bit better. Although that doesn't really make a difference, because we hardly ever get hit in the feet. Hardly ever. All right. So let's continue. We have 2 tasks. Well, we can actually head. You know what? We're heading for the salt mine. I finally want to get rid of the prisoners. I know we could sell them at some better place, but we keep getting prisoners over and over, and we basically lose money because we cannot hold more than that. So we can actually sell these guys, these poor sobs, to the salt mine for a fixed price, but meh. Welcome, stranger, to a salt mine. I want to sell all my prisoners to you. Thank you and goodbye. And so we made at least a little bit of money, and we can capture more. It's not very worthwhile unless you take masses of them. But right now we cannot be picky. We need every money we can get, for we have big tasks at our hand. Because after all, we're going after very powerful men. And look at that! A trader from Frisia. Be warned, knave, this caravan is under the protection of Kunig Hurik Hemmingson. Step out on away, or you will face his fury. Well, first of all, let's ask them for the bandits, because we haven't still seen them yet. And apparently he doesn't know where they are, so I demand something from you. Hand over your golden values now. Of course I'm robbing you, now hand over your goods. Damn you, you won't get anything from us with a fight. Of course we're not. Well, let's get to work, man. There's axe work to be done. Where are the others? So there's only one ship. It's a carrier, probably. So they can fit that many men. That's unfortunate. I have to be a little bit careful about that, because numbers is everything that counts. Numbers and armor in these kind of battles. And I missed every single throw. Oh, they are numerous. Numerous indeed. Take care of them. How dare you? Let's go for the weakest points. If they have a helmet, of course. Try to avoid the helmet. If they don't have a helmet, go for the head. Well, that was fine. We lost a couple of men though. We could have done better. Yeah, I missed a couple of spear throws. I still need to get my, my bearings. And we made a couple of prisoners. We shared the loot how I did common, because apparently our inventory is full anyways. I completely forgot about that. I was so eager to go after them, but it was a Frisian caravan after all. We had to go after them, right? There is no way we could let a Frisian go unpunished. But we get a lot of tar. Tar is good. We can use that to build ships. We actually have a couple of very low value items we can actually throw out. For example, chicken that is going to get Old in a hot sack anyways. Wood, timber, yeah, that's excellent. And a better Northmander shield. Let's actually swap that out because I'm kind of annoyed by this transparent look. This bug texture glitch. Throw out the apples. Stone is not that valuable. Let's go to some meat. I guess. Well, we could reduce our well, yeah, let's keep a fruit. And let's see what else we can take. Some more salt, and we can actually throw this out and with more salt. And 155, more salt. Yeah, butter, ale. There you go. We can still optimize a little bit here and there. Actually, we have a couple of dried meat down here as well. 150. Meh. Yeah, now it's getting questionable if it's worth a time to actually optimize it. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe check one more for this one here. Yeah. All right. Plus, we increase the morale of the troops. And we can upgrade to Sotryline, which is the second highest rank already. Nice. So, let's continue on our travels. We are headed for Denmark, for Ribe, to the portmaster. After all, we found his book. We could actually stop at Canterbury. It's a city in Wessex. We are not hostile to Wessex as far as I remember. Or did we already attack Wessex? I'm not sure. Let's see. No, we did not. So we can still do trade with this. Ooh. Clovis, who are you? And there's a who is that? Belligerent drunk. What are we looking at? I'm not sure. Some sort of animal, clearly. Oh, what? That smirk right off your face. Oh, really? Do you now? I'm afraid not. Well, I'd say that he started there. That entitles you to his sword and purse, I suppose. Have a drink on house, as I do say. You saved a patron or two a broken skull. Still, I hope he still has a pulse. It's not good for an establishment to get a name as a place where men are killed. Ah, well, you know, such a waste, but my trusty ex made quick work of him. Now, who is this guy, Clovis? You there, good man. Be so kind as fetch me another drink, eh? You must have confused me with another person, sir. My most humble apologies. It's sometimes hard to recognize folk amid the smoke and gloom here. I still cannot believe that I must make my home in such a place. I'm a Frank. I'm my father's first son, his heir and the bravest warrior in his home. But when my mother died, my father remarried. His new wife thought that her son should inherit. She couldn't move against me openly, but the other day I fed a pot of suet that had been left out for me one of my hounds, and I killed over. I accused my stepmother, but my father, befuddled by a witchcraft, refused to believe me and ordered me to leave his sight. I hope to offer my sword to some worthy warlord, as it is the only honorable profession for a man of my birth, apart from owning land. But in the meantime, I'm condemned to make my bed among thieves, vagabonds, merchants, and the other riffraff of the road. Perhaps you could like to join my shield wall for a while. I would very much like that, sir. I'm a gentleman and I prefer to fight with a sword and a spear. Recognize that you are a lower birth than I am. Oh, really? But there is no shame for me to serve under an experienced warlord, presuming, of course, that your followers do not become too familiar with me, nor too jealous of my bravery. I assume that will not be a problem. Well, it shouldn't be. I'll have a talk with them. That's very good of you, but before I join, can you lend me 300 pennies so that I can buy me some proper clothing that befits a gentleman of noble birth like me? The coat on me has worn badly due to my recent bad fortune, and I cannot let common soldiers mistake me as one of their own. Well, here's 300 pennies. Good! Give me a few moments and prepare, and I'll be ready to move. So, Clovis has joined the party. Looks like an interesting fellow. We can definitely use another strong man. We definitely can. So, let's actually get rid of some of this stuff. Now look at that. That's an interesting weapon. 35 piercing damage. That's better than ours. Oh, definitely taking that one. And let's see if we get some decent throwing weapons as well. Nah, not really. I'm not convinced. Let's head for the armorer. We can actually buy a couple of gloves for our companions. They could use some better gear. Let's keep some tar. Let's keep that up here. Basically locking it so I remember not to sell it behind the book. We keep the wine. We can actually sell that in Reba, I think, for a better price. Do we have tar locked up there? Yeah. Okay, I think we can get rid of some of this and this and this and more timber. And now let's head for the horse merchant, because why not? Everybody is buying stuff these days. Oops. A little bit too eager there. Let's actually try to optimize his... basically try to optimize what we're selling based on the amount of inventory slots. Yeah, the goods merchant still has money. So we keep that item, the furs, the wine, the soapstone. We can sell the tar, I guess. We can sell the salt. The wine we want to keep. The rusty sword, yeah, well, we will have to find... Yeah, let's keep it for now. Let's try to find a weaponsmith to repair it. Alright, so we have a helmet, a sword. Ooh, nice. Very well. And I like the wool, by the way, because I think we need that for ships as well, if I remember correctly. Now we don't need tools. We need tools for something else. For an outpost or a hideout. Okay, so that was actually worthwhile a time. We gained another party member. What can you tell me about your skills? Let's see what he is. Well, he's a pretty strong warrior, but that's pretty much it. And a very good trainer. 5 training, that's awesome. So, if we manage to level him a couple of levels, he will be a very good trainer for our troops. And luckily we kept this stuff, the armor and gear, so we can actually equip him pretty decently already. He just needs a shield. And yeah, let's give him the axe instead of the spear. Definitely. Here against our former axe. High piercing damage axe is always a good weapon. Okay. And now let's see, our Brunhild has a gloves. Reginald. No, let's see your equipment and give him the gloves. And let's actually give him this armor because it's better than the one he had. Perfect. So, let's see, we have a decent looter. I mean, Brunhild is not great, but she is quite decent. With a skill of 5. She's also a very good trader and good at first aid. And good at weapon maintenance on top of that. Now, Clovis is also a good tactician. I didn't spot that. That will improve our combat as well. So, yeah, our party is coming along. Slowly but steadily. We are making progress. By the way, we should invest some skill points because we haven't done so in quite a while, I dare say. Now let's see. We could use some more athletics because we could use a little bit more running speed. Actually increase the inventory management as well. And let's go for throwing skill. And I'm not sure, what is the axe two-handed? I think it's two-handed, yeah. And except for that, I keep the attribute point for now. Let's see where we put it. Still have to think about that, because there are some other options where you can increase the skill points later on as well. So we're doing fine right now. Great. Now let's head for Denmark. Let's head for Denmark. We still haven't found that party, you know, that Danish Viking party we were searching, but that was not to be expected. It's quite hard to find these guys. After all, it's a large ocean and they may be chased off, and therefore it's quite reasonable to never find them whatsoever. Woo! What's going on here? We're being chased by a ton of Franks. Well, I guess we will accept battle then. We have 19 men combat ready against their... Holy crap. Well, ladies and gentlemen, brace for impact. For we will do battle. You have no chance against us. Surrender now or we will kill you all. We'll fight you to the end. 72. 72. Well, this is going to get interesting. We have to outperform ourselves to win this one. Nothing short of a miracle. Nothing short of a miracle. The only advantage we have, their numbers are separated among different ships. So as long as we stay together and fight like demons, we are fine. Just don't drop into the sea. That's a little bit worried right there. And there we go. Right, man. Try to get some more room so I can move around. I'm a little bit surrounded. That's not my preferred fighting spot. Don't like it. Room to move. Okay, doesn't look too shabby. Need to fight. Continue fighting. Very good, man. Very good. We are winning. Ha! Frankish raiders, my ass. They really think they can take on true Vikings. Ah, that's a pity. There's still a couple of those guys back there, and they're slowly rolling towards us, and... ah, damn it. These greedy bastards. We are stuck here. I'm not sure if I can actually move this ship with two guys. Not really. I can try to hit some guys with spears, but it's quite a distance off. Good thing is Clovis, our newly found friend, is there, and as you can see, he's quickly dispatching these guys with his trusty 200X. Ha! Ha ha! That was a fun fight. And that certainly improves our renown, because if you fight superior numbers and defeat them, this will certainly boost the legend of a warrior. And that's actually a pretty nice long 6. It's chipped, but we can repair it. Would be an option. We will get a couple of better weapons soon enough, so we'll see. And we can increase a couple more men. We lost a few, but it's not too bad. Not too bad for a battle like this. Now let's continue to rebel. Let's head for a straight crossing across the sea and head towards the port master. Probably recruit a couple of men and see if we can do something about ships. Well, we have 19,000 in cash. ship will cost a bit more than that. What the hell? They still don't have enough. And apparently we cannot escape them. We have to do battle with them. Well, here we go again. We will fight you to the end. Board the enemy. Again, outnumbered 2-1. I wasn't really looking forward to it. I thought the Frankish raiders learned a lesson, but apparently they did not. So let's have battle with them once more. And show them who's boss on the sea. Here we go. That's how it is done. Was a little bit too greedy with a two-handed move. Damn it, stop moving! How dare you! Let's go for the last of them. Ha! Franks. Pathetic. Alright. And we actually saved a couple of men. A slave achieved. That's a very good warrior right there. So we can actually replenish our numbers. We take the sailors as well because they will improve our moving speed. It's quite surprisingly that they were able to catch up with us. I didn't expect that to happen, but so we know we have to be careful in the future, because if you run into bigger parties, I mean, we already defeated couple larger parties, but nevertheless, we have to be aware of that. So, in the next episode, we will finally return to Ribe, finish off a quest, and then proceed on this hunt for Sven Bullneck. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you do, please leave me a like and subscribe to be updated once the journey continues. Thanks for watching and see you soon.